This face probably means nothing to you, but in January 2026, this 33-year-old Czech man increased his net worth more than any human being on the planet apart from Elon Musk. This is Michal Strnad, the wealthiest defense boss in the world. On January 23rd, his company, the Czechoslovak Group, or CSG, appeared on the Amsterdam Stock Exchange in the largest IPO in defense history, 3.8 billion euros. The stock sale alone put 750 million euros in their pocket overnight. But like Musk, Strnad did not start from zero. His father, Yaroslav, started the business during the chaos of the Cold War. But back then, nobody really took him seriously. He was selling decommissioned Soviet military hardware that nobody really wanted. But in 1995, with the newly independent Czech Republic, with almost no regulation, he formalized it and started selling refurbished equipment for more. By 2015, the company was selling tanks in Iraq to fight ISIS. But they were also linked to a deal selling Chinese ammunition stockpiles in Albania. Think war dog, surplus weapons, murky middlemen, plausible deniability. What the Strnads were doing in the Balkans a decade later was the exact same playbook. After a munitions depot exploded in Albania in 2008 and killed 26 people, the government decided to offload its deteriorating Cold War stockpiles fast. The Strnads company moved in and bought 81 million rounds of cheap Chinese-made ammunition, the type of munition that no NATO army would touch. They told the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project that this ammunition likely had one destination: active conflict zones in Africa and the Middle East, sold to whoever would need the bullets without asking questions. The emails that were obtained to these interactions had Strnad directly in CC. In 2018, the 27-year-old Michal took over the company from his father, and within a year, he said, quote, they bought more or less everything in the Czech Republic and Slovakia. And Strnad's influence runs straight to the top. CSG was found to have hidden financing behind the former Czech president Miloš Zeman. And just some days ago, one CSG subsidiary was blacklisted from NATO procurement competitions due to corruption scandal. And Slovak investigative journalists have found that right now, CSG is signing contracts with the defense minister of the Czech Republic worth more than 60 billion euro. And another investigation outlet found that CSG may not even have the capacity to fulfill these contracts. Europe is in the midst of its largest rearmament push since the Cold War. 76% of CSG's revenue comes from Europe. 26% of that is from Ukraine. They have delivered over 2 million large caliber ammunition rounds to Ukraine since 2022. At the moment, hundreds of billions of euros are flowing into defense. And while Ukraine and European security desperately does need the help, there is the question of who builds that industrial base, who profits from it. It'll be one of the most consequential decisions that Europe makes over the next decade.